Hello, 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 and welcome back to the continuing adventures of Wilson as he survives in the wilderness of Don't Starve. Where last we left off, I had a successful romp up northeast to clear out / explore thoroughly the entire swamp area, and had done so to my satisfaction, exploring both the border as well as this middle area that turned out to just be a blackened, swampy, off-limits area. There are still areas of the map that need further exploration. Notably, this whole area down here has to be explored, and this whole northern area expanse has to be explored as well. I'm pretty satisfied that even if I were to explore this area more thoroughly, I wouldn't find that much more. I mean, it's a pig village. What else are they going to stick there? But I've become increasingly more and more antsy about getting underground, and I see one possible entrance to the caves here. Two up here. In fact, this one is pretty conveniently located. I see a third up here. So maybe I should just take on the caves and let the chips fall where they may. That's kind of where I'm sitting at right now. The things I know for sure about the cave are that it is pitch dark, that resources are in harder supply, that thanks to the fact that it is no longer new, death is now permanent instead of temporary, that it is home to beard lords and other enemies that I've never seen before. So, you know, probability of making some mistakes pretty high. But we'll see what happens. Worst case scenario, I go down there and I die. And let's be real here. At this point in this game, I'm kind of overdue for a couple deaths. Okay, dropping a living log into a fire is freaking awesome. Like, screams and everything. What to do. I'm gonna want to take the ability to make a fire with me. I'm also gonna want to clear out most of my inventory just so I have more inventory space free for the stuff that I find there. I'm gonna want to be totally stocked up food-wise, which means I'm gonna keep some cooked morsels and some jerky with me. Here, drop the rock in the fire. What am I wielding right now? Bug net? Yeah, I can drop the bug net. Instead, wield the tentacle spike. Unlike my overworld trips where I try to preserve natural resources, when I go into a cave, my attitude is going to be to plunder natural resources, and no intention of returning to the cave for further workup. I'm gonna take a look and see if I can't make a trap of some kind. Pretty sure that if I were just go northwest of here, I could see my science machine do it. Only other thing, and this just occurred to me, it'd be nice to have a razor on hand, so that should I be near death, I can shave my head real quick, and at least come back for the stuff. Okay. Tooth trap. This is a lethal, this is not necessarily lethal, but typically a lethal trap to walk over. We will place 2 of them. I don't know that I'll ever actually use or need them, but they're there now. And I can like go ahead and add like 20 or so in the end, so that when running blindly from an enemy, there's some endpoint in sight. So we're gonna chop down these trees, collect the wood so that I have more than 2 logs, enough to start 3 or 4 fires while I'm down in the caves. I will put away all the stuff that I don't think I'm going to use, and there's quite a lot of it. Oh, also, while we're here, how far away from the main base are we? Pretty darn. Why don't we plant a leafy meat all the way up here, or a leaf thing all the way up here. With any luck, it'll grow into a full range of circles, and next time I'm running away from my base to fight hounds, I can test their interaction, if any. Yeah, I could go get pigs to help me, but it's probably not worth the time it would take to go find them. And then bribe them. Alright, plant a couple more of these, couple more of these. Right, a little bit of food, and see, we're quickly falling into the problem of just one more, just one more, just one more, until eventually my time runs out. So before I really suffer that, I'm gonna take my axe with me to the caves, no question. I would like to take one honey ham with me into the caves. So let's make sure I go ahead and have the necessary pieces of that set up. Honey ham probably requires a full complement of rabbit, and monster meat. So it's a good thing I happen to have just that available. We'll drop the 40 stack, and we'll keep a 40 stack of grass and twigs, and put the rest back in resource storage. Okay, that's not resource storage. That's not resource storage. That's resource storage. It's also full. Okay, well, we'll drop the reeds and stick a stack of whatever grass we have available in here. Teeth can also just go on the ground. I see rot. We can use that to refertilize while we're waiting for the food to finish cooking. This is why I let stuff rot, by the way. So it can potentially be useful to me in the future. Alright, we'll take the honey ham. What does that leave? That leaves finding the miner's helmet that I really want to take with me. I see everything except the miner's helmet here. Same. Icebox. Nothing. Nothing. I could have sworn it was this game that I found a miner's helmet. Okay. If I did find a miner's helmet and it was this game, I'm not seeing it now. It's possible it was the last game and I've just forgotten. Screw it. We'll go without it then. On my way I will drop stuff as appropriate. I'm probably not going to want to be carrying my backpack. As tempting as it will be to bring stuff back, much like in winter, where I went without it, the luxury of a backpack, I would like to do the same in the caves, so that I can be more permanently defended. Okay, you know what? You put back all that crap you just picked up. No, scratch that. You can take the pine cones so that you can burn them when you get there. You'll notice that my hunger has already begun to become a problem. This leaves me with a grand total of 2 open item slots, which is honestly not that much. Maybe the hammer will prove to be a bad idea to have carried with me, but I'm gonna go out on the assumption that there's gonna be at least one thing I want to demolish so I can bring parts back with me. Where's the nearest cave? Due north of here? Okay. Oh, one thing that would be nice, actually, is to set up a permanent fire. Either by the mouth of the cave, or by the opening of the wormhole, or the fall hole. I guess what I'll do is play it by ear and see how hard it's going to be to construct one of those. If I make enough rocks from being inside, for example, that could save me a lot of hassle. Alright, and into the cave we go. Hurting game theory, insinuating Wilson's beard, and beginning pines, iterating upon your pathos, and oh, looks like they're done. So there's the rope to climb out. Better him than me indeed, Wilson. Couldn't agree more. When this spear dies, we won't rebuild it. We'll just switch to the tentacle spike. I also didn't leave a slot for a torch. How many torches can I make? Ample. Perhaps 20. Okay, well, since it is perfect darkness in every direction... No, not perfect darkness. We can maneuver by light that is left over here. I don't know where this light is coming from that's lighting this area up, but I'm glad it's there. Let us immediately get to work chopping trees down. So my attitude is literally going to be careful exploration without loss of life. That's the goal. I have that meat effigy in store. You have no idea how tempting it is to drop my meat effigy right now, actually, and and just use that as a restore point. Oh, you know what? There is no night and day, is there? I'm not waiting for night to fall or day to come to change my behavior, so... Whoa, 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 whoa! What just happened? I just got hit by a grue. I don't know why or how it became dark all of a sudden while my hands were full. But, it totally did, and I totally took damage. Damage is gone now. So even though there's not night and day, there are bright and dark cycles. I would say interesting, but really it's more like, oh shit. But nothing but light of torch to get me around. I don't even get a sense that I'm exploring very well. I really want my miner's hat. Might be worth looking up how to craft that just so that I can do that for my next visit. I mean, if I didn't find it, then surely there's a way to magic it up. Because yeah, let's say that I were to fall under attack right now. There's literally nothing I could do. I can't hit it with a torch. Health is back to full, thank God. Okay, we're gonna build a campfire somewhere out here. Just for the light that it provides. Okay, I see light bulbs. And I can see by light of them. Whoa, what the hell is attacking me? I have no idea what hit me in the dark. Didn't deal much damage because of my armor, that's the good news. Okay, exploring this cave is proving very dangerous. I'm seeing tall, tentacle-shaped objects on the mini-map. My suspicion is that what hit me, it sounded like tentacles. Let's drop a fire and see. Okay. Certainly looks like a tentacle. If I strike it, several tentacles emerge from the ground. And they seem to fight pre-existing tentacles that aren't on the ground. And then they stay up. I don't know what they're doing. I'm gonna go completely insane down here, aren't I? Every attack is bringing back its repercussions, and I have no sense of whether or not I'm making any progress killing this giant thing. I hear growling. There's no way that the dogs are going to show up in the cave, right? Dogs don't live in caves. Nope, that was in range. Insanity is upon me. Come on, make your swipes. Oh fuck it, I'm killing them all. There, got them all. It doesn't matter, they just keep respawning. Okay, so clearly this is not something I can fight. Now, we've got this giant swath of tentacles guarding the way here. I mean, I'm not sure how the game expects me to learn about this stuff, if not trial and error, and... yeah, the lethality of this trial and error is pretty frustrating. Alright, well, you know what? I'm gonna pick a couple of these light bulbs, and then off I go into the dark. Clearly this whole area is guarded by these massive tentacles, which I can't do shit about. Let us move towards the other point of light in the darkness. And once again, I'm really glad I had the foresight to pull that honey ham with me. Otherwise, this could have ended a lot. I would have been a lot lower. Ooh, I've never had a fern before. It's a form of foliage. Red caps, I believe, are bad for my sanity, but at this point, my sanity is so low that it hardly matters. Alright, we've explored a tiny little strip of cave, total. If I drop light bulbs, do they emit light? I don't seem to. They do emit a tiny amount of light, but it is not an efficient way to spread my light around. Foliage does appear to restore some health. Does not appear to do much for my sanity, though. Okay. Best I can think of is the method that I found that works best for keeping my sanity going above ground. Let's chop this down. It doesn't look like a tree. I don't know what it is. We'll find out, won't we? It was a fern mixed with a tree. Fair enough. The method I found that works best for keeping my sanity going above ground has been, what? Running around with pigs, right? Maybe I could do the same thing underground. Except I know that's not going to work because pigs run away when they're not in the light. But even so, having pigs handy is better than what I got going now. No, fuck it. I need the miner's helmet. It's plain and simple what I need. Something that's refueled by light bulbs, which I've been running across constantly. Something which I can wear on my head slots so I have my hands free. It's like... This is like doing a fight without armor. I'm missing a very key ingredient. You'll notice the way that the cave is shaped. It's got these finger-like projections. Many, many of them. You know, it's not just the game's insanity meter that's ticking down. My personal sense of confidence in where I am and what I'm doing is ticking down with it. I really do not feel 100% right now. That hurt my health. Eating a red cat. Okay. 3 finger-like projections explored. I'm about ready to head back to the surface and recover from this expedition. That is in fact one whole branch. Hooray! Back to those bloody tentacles that don't seem to die to anything. We're about to run out of... thingamabob torch, so let's prep a new one. And then head off. Well, I'm now hearing voices in the dark, so that helps. Helps convince me that I'm completely off my marbles. Although, I guess my hunger status is pretty good. I don't know if that's because I've actually found anything to eat or just because I never let it go low. But, I could afford to sleep in a tent right now. It would be perfectly reasonable. Yeah, like if I had put a tent by the entrance here, I could just go there and sleep real quick. Sleep off my insanity. It's not like there's a day and night cycle to convince me to take a break from exploration. Or to return somewhere after enough time has elapsed. Although there did seem to be some kind of diurnal variation. Maybe the circle of light I was standing in was light from the entrance because I was so close to the entrance. Whoa, 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 what's happening? What's happening? Weapons out. Oh, it's an earthquake. Right, I read that this can happen underground and you need to avoid the falling debris. That did not in fact damage my health, though, and I can't tell whether or not it hurt my sanity because my sanity has been dropping this whole time. Yeah, if that's your infinite source of flint, thanks but no thanks. I would rather just never use up flint if I don't have to. You know what? You can keep the red caps. They weren't helpful last time. I don't think they're going to be helpful next time. That thing isn't alive, is it? Nope, okay. So, we have now explored I'm gonna go ahead and burn the mush tree, just out of spite. Continue harvesting light flowers as we go. Eat one of the bulbs. Because once I've explored an area, what do I care, right? I'm hearing the daytime music playing in the background. Although, with my sanity literally at reaching 0, I don't think that you'll die from that. I think that just exposes you to dangerous threats. Oh, there are rocks that are all over the place on account of the earthquake. That's interesting. So, we've explored 1, 2 fingers of the cave. Let us explore the 3rd. You know what? I'm beginning to get a little bit less terrified. Sure, there are things I don't understand down here, not the least of which being that massive, tentacle pole. But let us just assume for the second that I can figure that out later. Oh, this is an entranceway to something new that I don't know. I came down here with 20 stacks of sapling and 20 stacks of grass. But for the fact that I was readily able to use, replace, make those, this would not have been a safe venture. Okay, I'm being attacked by my hallucinations now. That's a bad thing. We're gonna drop these. It's not dropping. How do you drop things? Drop these acorns. I would attack my own hallucinations, but what's the point? I'd rather just unhallucinate them. So when I go back surface ground, I'll deal with the hallucinations that are on me. Until then, let's finish off what I came here to do. Whoa, these are rocks I've never seen before. Okay, I can't hit them with an axe. I can't hit them with an axe, hammer, or shovel. They clearly exist, and they're on the map. Well, we'll have to figure out what their purpose is there. Holy crap, what is that? Looks like a rock lobster, or rock monster, I should say. Here, come here. Come and attack me, bro. I see 2 of you. I see 2 of you. You know what? I'm insane already. I'm not gonna fight you guys right now. Light my fire and get the hell away from here. I've got to assume that they're very powerful and dangerous creatures. I have no means of testing my interaction with them right now. They don't seem to be in communication with each other, otherwise this 3rd one would be hostile. He's not. They're not innately hostile. I had to hit first. As much as I would like to kill him to figure out what he is, or what he drops at least, I don't think that's going to be feasible. It wouldn't fit in my pockets. Well, what is this? I don't know what this is, but it's very interesting. There's a bright column of light emanating from the floor here, and I just got hit by my own hallucinations. Come on. Okay, it doesn't show up on the map, which leads me to believe it may not be as important a landmark as I initially suspected. My final torch is about to run out, and I need to make a new one immediately. I'm completely insane. Okay, clearly the rock lobster does not attack me on sight. Hey, maybe if I offer it a rock, it would be happy. Let's see. Pigs take food, after all. Why shouldn't a rock monster take rocks? That thing is really, really making this... I totally gave it a rock. And it... Well, it accepted the rock at any rate. I don't know what it did with it. Okay, as you can tell, I'm running around to avoid 2 different hallucinations right now. And that's not a happy place to be. So we're gonna quickly manufacture a new torch. And then continue running away. But I'm beginning to get the sense that the rock monster accepts rocks. And beyond that, I don't know. Maybe they become my ally if I give them enough rocks, but they're really slow, so... I don't know if they'd be able to keep up with me. If he's half as tough as he looks, he could probably beat up the tentacle monster or at least have a fight with it. Okay, I would love to figure out what that is, but I can't. I'm too insane. So, we've explored 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. Let's explore another finger. I mean, I may be completely insane, but at least I'm building my map, right? This finger is explored too. Ow! Okay, if that terror beak got me, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. Sanity is 0. I'm hearing voices. Stalagmites and stalactites, and oh god, the terror beak is literally just on my ass. So I'm gonna run straight for the exit now. No point in prolonging the inevitable. There's something behind me. There's literally something behind me. I don't know what it is, but it's on me. Holy crap. I really need light next time I come here. Better light than this. The light of a torch is just inadequate. All it does is helps you build a map when you explore. This is my final torch? Okay, so it better last me until I get out. Drop the rope, drop the rope, drop the rope. My first foray into a cave. I leave somewhat scarred but not dead. And hey, look. I gave him a large number of rocks, and he will kill for me. Holy crap, will he kill for me. Okay, I'm in serious trouble. Apparently it became winter while I was away. Now I'm being hunted by my hallucinations. I'm being hunted by things that I'm not hallucinating, and any minute from now I'm about to start to freeze. Let us immediately get back to camp. Hopefully the lure plant will be dead or under, or some combination thereof. I don't see the terror beak on me now. Nope, there it is, there it is. Sleep in the tent. I don't care what it costs me hunger-wise, I need the sanity. Okay, I need more sanity. I built this farm just for that purpose. Unfortunately, it's very hard to maintain sanity when you're running away from that fucking thing. 69, we're getting there, we're getting there. Rock lobster, can you see this? He can't see it. Okay, we are sane now. At least for some definition of sane, we are sane. We are also completely starving. Like eat food now to stabilize because I've been starving for a little while. Okay. We are no longer starving. I don't know what to do with this rock lobster. I don't really need the DPS support while I'm above ground. I do know that I need to eat before I die. Okay. One way or another, the situation is no longer completely beyond saving. My sanity is positive. My hunger is positive. My health is above 60. Now I've got a rock lobster in my camp. A little bit longer and I should be back on my feet. My first foray into the caves proved to be dangerous but not disastrous. I burnt through almost half of a 40 stack of grass and 40 stack of saplings, which was, I guess, to be expected since I took no other form of light with me. It has become immensely clear to me that this game was not as well crafted as a game as Dungeon Crawl was, in that without spoilers, there's literally no way to figure some of this stuff out. I'm probably going to take a look at the FAQ before I attempt this trip into the underground again. Most notable for me, however, is the fact that the rock lobster followed me out from the cave as well as the basilisk, which means that by opening the caves I have let loose some of the creatures from below to the surface world. So it will definitely be interesting to figure out which of these effects I have brought on myself and which ones I haven't, and what else has happened as a result. Anyway, that's all I'm going to do for now. Next time when I come back I will try and set up winter preparedness and bring Wilson back to survival condition, and before prep a little bit more before I make my next foray into the cave. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.